Oh, it's you. I thought you weren't coming.
I was followed. There's so many Rosses in the streets nowadays, you can't put a pin between them.
Oh. Anyone see you come in?
No, don't think so.
Go in there. I want to talk to you.
Okay.
Hungry, Jenkins?
No, I'm not hungry.
Well, I am.
What did you want to talk to me about?
All in good time, Jenkins. I'd like talking on an empty stomach. I'll take that.
I want some dough this time, Langford. Not promises. Taking a big risk, you know, bringing your food here day after day.
What do you mean, a big risk?
I know the Rosses are after you.
How do you know?
It's obvious, isn't it? Man who never shows his face in the daytime. Has his food brought in? For all I know, he might be an escaped murderer.
Maybe I am. Well, don't worry, Jenkins. I got my reasons for laying up, but they needn't worry you. Now, wait here a minute and I'll see if I can raise some brass. All right?
I'll wait.
Inspector Thornton here. Who? Oh, yes? You found Jenkins? Well, what happened?
I'm afraid I lost him, sir. I got on his tail at Piccadilly and followed him as far as Shepherd's Market. Then he gave me the slip down a side turning.
All right, Reynolds, you may pick him up later on. I shall be at the Industrial Club tonight. If you want me, you can get me there between 9:30 and 11. Very good. Well, Johnny, the man we're looking for is a killer. A criminal maniac with half a dozen aliases. Sinclair, Forrest, Johnson, Richardson, Pinner, Langford.
Langford, eh?
And his real name is Pentecost.
He's the fellow who escaped from the asylum about 3 months ago, isn't he?
That's right. The Pentecost murder was before your time, wasn't it, Johnny?
How many years ago was that?
About 10. Pentecost and a fellow named O'Gorman broke into a house at Hampstead Heath. As a matter of fact, the owner's a friend of mine. While they were ransacking one of the rooms, they were disturbed by a servant. One of them shot her. Pentecost turned King's evidence and O'Gorman was hanged. Later, Pentecost was found to be insane and was sent up to Broadmoor. This was taken a few months before his escape. I'd like a front page spread with a full description.
Looks a nasty piece of work. Beats me how a man like that can remain at large for so long.
It's a remarkable thing that a man like that can always find someone to look after him. Someone who is quite unaware of his real identity.
Have you a lead on him, Inspector?
Yes, I think we have. Last month, 2 houses were burgled in Tite Street. And on the same evening in both cases, a man was found shot in that neighborhood. Fingerprints prove that these men were the ones taking part in the burglaries.
You think our man had something to do with it?
He usually works alone. But sometimes he gets some down and out to help him. Then if a difference of opinion arises, Pentecost settles it with a gun.
I must introduce him to my editor. What makes you think it was Pentecost?
Because in the second incident, they were disturbed by the caretaker. Pentecost must have been off his guard because the caretaker described him perfectly. But at the moment, we want to keep that to ourselves.
All right, Inspector.
Morning.
Morning. I'll see the news aid about the photograph.
Thanks, Johnny.
Any luck, Inspector?
No, not so far. I think Jenkins knows that we're tailing him.
He's a pretty fly customer, young Jenkins. Why don't we pick him up?
Because I think he's more useful to us outside. Reynolds says that he's supplying Pentecost with food.
Would Jenkins be surprised if he knew who he was supplying?
Hello, yes? Who? Oh, Roger, yes?
Look, I saw that chap again early this morning.
Oh, don't you worry about that.
Well, I am worried.
I'll send one of my men along.
I couldn't recognize him. He was too far away. But he's watching this house. I'm absolutely certain of it.
I'll pick you up at 9. Now, don't you worry. But that was Trent. He sounds a bit jittery. He thinks he's hard watched.
I think the Pentecost is planning a return visit.
Trent's had that at the back of his mind ever since the escape. Personally, I think the idea that murderers return to the scene of their crime is just pure fallacy. In my experience, they keep as far away as possible.
Yes, unless
Unless what?
Morbid fascination, perhaps. I suppose Trent has been persuaded to bank those rubies of his.
Oh, they're safe enough.
Safer than Trent is, perhaps.
Standing.
Yeah?
It might be as well to post a man on duty in the grounds of Trent's house, just in case.
Routine precaution, eh?
Mm-hmm.
I'll put Roberts on duty. I think he's in the canteen. You know, the one I'm really worried about at the moment is young Jenkins.
What kept you?
What's up, Jenkins? You look nervous.
Nervous? Why should I be nervous?
Maybe you was just anxious. Worried about the money. Give us a light.
Maybe I was.
It's too bad, because I'm afraid you'll have to go on worrying about it. Can't raise a breath for the next couple of days. Still, I've got an idea if you're really short.
Well?
How'd you like to help me earn it?
What do you mean?
What I say. Help me earn some brass. I'd like to give you a chance to pick up some easy money. Just to show how grateful I am to you for what you've done for me.
I'll buy it.
I'm serious, Jenkins. I just happen to know where there's a nice piece of change waiting for us.
What about the nice piece of risk? I reckon I've taken enough for you, Langford. And if the truth was known,
You'll be taking this one for yourself. You've got to take risks if you want to get on. You don't want to be a failure all your life, do you? Or do you?
Wouldn't mind staying free for a change.
You'll stay free, all right. Don't worry about that. Look at me. I've stayed free, and I've been going strong for 20 years. And they say crime don't pay. It's like everything else, Jenkins. It pays as long as you get away with it.
What do you want me to do?
Help me put a job.
I got landed the last time.
That wasn't with me. I don't go for the small-time stuff. It's too chancy. If you want to throw in with me, I'll put you onto something big. Something planned and scientific. You'll run a small risk, of course you will. I'll be wrong to tell you different.
Wouldn't believe you if you did. Now, why don't you get to the point? You want me to help Buster Cribb. Well, what's it all about? What's the divvy?
Shall we say 60-40?
Or shall we say 50-50?
All right, Jenkins, 50-50.
I'm taking the same risk as you are,
Yes,
you
of
know.
course you are.
I've got two conditions.
What's that?
I don't want no blind alleys. I want to know the job, see? The risk and everything.
Of course. We're partners on an equal footing. What else?
That gun of yours.
Well,
I don't like fireworks.
of course you don't. I don't like 'em either. I never use the gun. Just leave it in my pocket and show it if I have to. Satisfied?
Okay.
All right, now listen. I'm onto something that's red hot. Overlooking Hampstead Heath, there's a house called 12 Trees. Now, here's where it is. Now, there's the house. Plenty of cover all the way around it. Just ease our way around to the back, and then on it. Come in. Yes, Mrs. Midge?
I just looked in to see if there was anything you wanted before I go out, sir.
No, there's nothing I want, thank you.
I'm popping over to see Clara, Mrs. Conroyd's maid, sir. Terrible legs that poor girl's got.
I can't say I've noticed them.
You ought to feel 'em. Hard and knotty they are. Varicose veins, sir.
Oh. Well, thanks for looking in, Mrs. Midge.
I'm going to see my niece a bit later. She gets proper lonely with her husband on nights. Not very nice to be on your own in her condition, is it, sir?
Well, I can't speak from experience, of course, but I've no doubt she'll be very glad to see you.
Yes, sir. Of course, good old 12 Trees is enough to give you the hump when you're on your own. Especially after... Well, you know. I know how you must feel sitting here all by yourself with that horrible thing at large. Will you be going to the later on, sir?
Yes, Inspector Thornton is picking me up in his car.
Oh, well, I'll be popping along then. You won't forget to lock up, will you, sir? I've done the back.
All right, Mrs. Midge. Good night.
Good night, sir. Mr. Trent, sir?
Yes?
What time's the inspector coming for you?
About 9 o'clock. Why?
Oh, nothing, sir. Only Well, the fact is, I don't feel right about you being in the house all alone.
Oh, if you're worrying about... I don't think he's likely to pay 12 Trees another visit. At least I hope not. The police are well on his track this time.
Yes, sir. Well, they can't get him quick enough for me. When I think of that poor thing lying on this very carpet, shot in her prime, it makes me boil.
Well, run along and see your niece, Mrs. Midge, and don't worry.
Yes, sir. I suppose you've heard about that Cliff House murder in the news of the Globe, sir?
No, I haven't.
It was a nice idea to do if you like. Premeditated, they say. Only seeing you sitting here on your own put me in mind of it.
Why? What happened?
He was the master of the house, you see, sir. He gave the servants the night off. Settled down all by himself to read, just like you, sir. In the morning they found him with his throat cut from ear to ear. Well, there you are, sir. Of course, I don't want to alarm anyone, but it only goes to show you can't be too careful, can you? Let's shut it, Bolton.
I'm not sure.
I'll see. Not that it makes much difference. I mean, if he is lurking about outside, the shutter won't stop him coming through, will it?
Mrs. Midge,
Yes, sir?
has Vera gone out?
Oh, yes, sir. Vera's gone out. Proper little gadabout she is, but she'll be back quite soon now. Shut it all right now, sir. Yes, she usually pops along to the pictures on Thursdays. Tonight she's gone to see Crimes. It's all about them Edinburgh body snatchers. They were a nice couple. Murdered 16 people, they say. And you know, it's a funny coincidence, sir, but one of them got let off light in the same way that man Pentecost got off. I read all about it in everybody.
Do you mean he turned King's evidence?
That's right, sir. Turned against his own partner. Oh, well. Good night, sir.
Good night, Mrs. Midge.
This is the second of a series of talks by your radio detective. Last week, I made a special appeal to householders to assist the police by bearing in mind some routine precautions against burglary. Tonight, I want to tell you how the modern burglar works.
Down all by himself to read, just like you, sir. Morning they found him with his throat cut from ear to ear.
Who's there? Who is it? Vera? Is that you, Vera? Hello? Hello, operator.
Operator, can I help you?
Operator, I think my phone's out of order.
What is your number, please?
Hampstead 3033.
I'll report to the engineer, sir.
Thank you. Thornton. Hello, John.
Sorry I'm late, Roger.
I'm glad to see you. Come on in.
Shh. All right, keep down.
Your coming to the club, aren't you, Roger?
Yes, of course.
Good luck.
Cheers.
Thanks. What's on your mind?
John,
Mm-hmm.
did you post the man in the grounds?
I did.
Is he still there?
Of course he is. Why?
Because I have a feeling he may be wanted tonight.
Well, then what makes you think that?
I've got a presentiment.
About Pentecost?
Yes.
I see.
Do you know where he is?
No, I'm afraid I don't. If I did, you'd have nothing to worry about, would you?
Oh, then you admit I've got something to worry about.
No. No, not really.
John, why don't you tell me the truth?
Because there's nothing to tell, Roger. There's no logical reason why Pentecost should come back here, and if he does, we can take care of him. He's no more dangerous to you than to anybody else. So let's forget about him.
I suppose you haven't forgotten that he broke into this house and committed a murder, and that my evidence nearly got him hanged. Doesn't it occur to you he might come back here to take a pot at me?
We've been over all this before, haven't we?
Oh, yes, of course, to you it's just another case. But to me, it's something that's preyed on my mind for years. And tonight...
Tonight you got a bad attack of the jitters.
If you put yourself in my position...
Now listen, old man. I've been tracking down criminals all my life. That's my job. If I was to start worrying about what they were going to do to me once they got out of prison, I should go balmy. Now, let's go.
John.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't you ever had a feeling about something? Like a warning?
Yes, I suppose I have sometimes.
Well, I had one before you came in, and it wasn't a case of jitters. I know that what I've been afraid of for so long is going to happen. It was as though somebody was trying to convey the idea to me. And then just before you arrived, the telephone rang. I lifted the receiver, but they rang off.
Well, that often happens. Somebody dials a number, hears a strange voice, and then rings off without bothering to apologize.
And it's also a trick that burglars use to see if there's anyone in the house.
Roger,
Hmm?
let me do the worrying, will you? I'm quite good at it. I know you think I'm just a bone-headed policeman, but believe me, I'm quite aware that a fellow like Pentecost will do the most unpredictable things and turn up in the most unexpected places. We can't cover all the places he's most likely to turn up in, but we can cover the most probable ones. So, for your own peace of mind, I've gone a step further and put a man on duty in the grounds.
I wish you wouldn't make it sound as if you're humoring me.
Well, that's what it amounts to. You know, Roger, part of our work is a matter of luck. But strangely enough, it seems to turn out all right in the end. Our man generally gets caught in the net in some unpredictable way.
That's not very reassuring to me.
Well, anyway, let's get along to the club.
Right you are.
Well, what's up with you? Climb up and hurry. I'll be round the back.
He's not dead, is he?
He might be. I didn't stop to feel his pulse. You're taking the same as me, Jenkins. That's what you wanted. 50-50. That goes for everything. Now tie him up. Keep a lookout.
Okay. Sure they'll be back for 2 hours?
I've been watching the trip for 3 weeks. Train goes to the club every Thursday night at the same time. Never varies. Leaves at 9, gets back at 11.
What about the Serps?
I told you, he gives them the night off.
Yeah, but if one comes back...
We'll take care of that. Now shut up. Get your torch. Close that door. What's the matter with you?
I just want to hurt.
Don't be a fool, the house is empty.
Look, I don't like this. There's something there.
All right. Let's get out of here. What the devil's the matter with you? Keep your nerve. Don't touch it, you fool. I was only putting it up.
Hello?
You.
Hello? Hello? Industrial Club? Has Inspector Thornton arrived yet? Not yet. When he does, would you ask him to ring his office? That's right. Thank you.
You, seem to know your way around.
Yeah. That's my job. All right. Come here, hold the torch. Keep it down. Don't flash it near the windows. Bring that table over. Get the candle lit and I'll start it. It's a dart. They're pretty tough.
How'd you know it was in here?
Instinct. I can smell these things a mile away. Nothing.
Could have sworn I heard something.
Yeah, if you're going to act like this, you're no good to me. Pull yourself together or get out and leave me to it.
Okay. Sure, yeah. Someone's come back.
I tell you what. What the...
Good evening. Hope I'm not disturbing you.
All right, keep away from that door. One squeak out of you and...
I don't squeak.
Where have you come from?
Yes,
Well, cut it out. Are you the housemaid?
I might be. What are you getting excited for? I'm not getting excited. What's the matter, Ducky? I won't bite you. Don't seem to have got very far. Holding you up.
You're pretty cool, aren't you?
You're the ones that are scared.
Don't kid yourself.
Why don't you be a good boy and put that nasty thing away?
Okay. If you're going to behave yourself, there won't be any need for it. Just stay where you are. Keep your mouth shut. And everything will be all right.
Good. Well?
It's all right. I thought I...
What?
Nothing. Keep an eye on her. Keep your mind on your work.
Well, what do you think I'm doing?
He doesn't mean homework, Ducky. Now, this looks interesting. It's all right. I shan't call the police. Just carry on as if I wasn't here.
You wouldn't half ever try if you had the chance, though, wouldn't you?
I can't anyway. The phone's out of order. You can receive calls, but you can't make them. Nuisance, isn't it? The times I've complained about that phone.
How long are you going to be?
I'll have it open in no time.
You hope. That's the dart. I often wonder what old man Trent keeps in there. Proper secretive he is.
You'll find out before long.
Think so?
Sure. There isn't a safe in the world I can't crack.
Time's going on, Langford.
That's okay. We've got over an hour.
How do you know?
Don't ask questions.
Oh, come on, be sporty.
It's my job to know.
Ever get caught?
No, never.
Marvelous. I think that's what I'd like to do if I was a man. Lie in bed all day and break into houses at night. Must be a lovely life. So peaceful. During the day. Still, one never knows, does one?
Never knows what.
What's waiting round the corner? No one knows. Good thing in a way. If we knew what was coming to us, I think some of us would bump ourselves off.
Would you like to keep quiet a minute?
Who ever met a woman who'd like to keep quiet as long as that? That's what I call real self-control. Not making much progress, are we?
I don't trust her.
Lummy, I ask a civil question as calm as you please to say you don't trust me.
Keep your voice down.
Shan't. Don't get windy. I won't shop you. Have unions in your game?
You being funny?
Of course not. I thought it was time you knocked off for a cup of tea. Don't want the shop stirred down on you.
Did you know we was in here?
Yes, I knew. Heard you talking outside. About sharp ears.
Why didn't you do a bunk for the cops when you had the chance?
Why should I? I'm social. I believe in equal rights. I thought to myself, old Trent's got plenty and the boys probably ain't got enough. See? What made you come in tonight to pay us a visit? Well,
Because I thought I'd chosen the servants' night off.
that's what thought, then.
And I didn't expect a talkative little piece like you to contend with. Anyway, you don't seem to be worried in your head about Trent.
Of course not. I got more important things to think about.
Any luck yet? Well, it's tougher than I thought.
You ask me, that thing's beginning to make you two jumpy.
Hey, Jenkins, I think we're on our way. About time.
Thought all rail cracksmen carried a blowpipe.
Keep an eye on the skivvy.
Give it. Skivvy, these days. Lady, help if you please.
All right, stop fidgeting, can't you?
That safe is beginning to make you two jumpy. Couple of blinking amateurs, that's what you are. I'd rather see it done at the pictures.
Here she comes. Now, give us a hand. Now, let's have a look.
If you're looking for old man Trent's rubies, I could have told you he put them in the bank years ago.
Why, you...
Just after you went to the asylum. All that to do for a bit of newspaper. If you could see your faces.
You little...
Now, wait a minute, Mr. Clever Langford.
Let go.
No good taking it out on her. Let's get out while we can.
If you can.
What's that?
Take a look at the headline on that newspaper. Go on. Take a look at it. Pentecost turns King's Evidence. How do you like that, Mr. Pentecost?
Pentecost?
That's his name. There's not much goes on I don't know. I get quite a kick nosing round. Helps to fill in the time. Somehow I knew you'd come back if I waited long enough.
What do you mean?
I'll give you 3 guesses. But 1 guess will be enough in a couple of seconds. Well, I never saw 2 men so scared of 1 girl. And I thought you were tough. Sucking empty-handed, are you? What about all the silver lying around? You'll never get another chance like this. Never. You were lucky the last time, Mr. Pentecost. But now...
Stop her!
There's your chance. Go on!
Jenkins, where's your torch?
I don't know. Let's get out of here.
Door's locked.
You want the key I've got.
Jenkins?
Oh! Langford! Now we can all have a night. Come. All except Mr. Jenkins. Doesn't he look bad? You don't look too good either, if you don't mind my saying so. You look as though you'd seen a ghost. You're a rotten shot, Mr. Pentecost. You were so much better the last time. Remember.
No! 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 No!
Came from the drawing room.
All right, Pentecost, you're coming with me. She's gone. I didn't mean to kill him, I tell you, I didn't. It was her. What are you talking about? The girl was here.
You've done a good job on Mr. Jenkins, whoever the girl was.
She was here, I tell you. The servant. The servant? Where is she now? She's vanished. Oh, into thin air, I suppose. Yes, let me go. I've got to get out of here. Yes, you're coming with me. I didn't do it, I tell you, I didn't. Let me... I tell you, I saw her. She was standing here by the door. I tell you, Take him away. I saw her. It's a good thing you telephoned. You better try and find Roberts. Something must have happened to him.
Very good, sir.
Well, our friend can't very well blame his accomplice this time. You know, Roger, there may be something in presentiments after all.
Yes.
What do you mean, yes?
Well, that girl he was raving about. I was wondering...
Wondering what?
Well, I suppose it couldn't have been Vera, my housemaid.
More likely our friend's imagination.
I wonder. Come in.
Well, good evening, sir. I seem to have missed a bit of excitement.
Have you just come in, Vera?
Yes, sir. Strikes me as just as well I have.
I quite agree. That seems to clear up that point. Now I'd like to use your telephone.
Well, I don't think you can. It's been out of order lately.
You can receive calls, but you can't make them. The times I've complained about that phone.